Adina Silvestri here with Life Cycles Counseling.
Hi, I'm Maya. How's it going, guys? And we have Anger Man.
Yes, you are going to be so sick of hearing about anger at the end of this 4-part series, but stay tuned. So today we're talking about, this is Minisode number 22, and we're talking about active listening, which is another key ingredient to a good communication. And as you know, communication is the glue that binds us together.
Key to life.
It's the key to life. So, what is the difference between being a good listener and hearing someone? Maya.
Oh,
I know, I just threw that out there.
yeah. Okay, so what is the key to being a good listener? Well, you definitely want to make sure you're feeling whoever you're talking to, you want to make them feel validated in what they're saying. A lot of it has to do with body language, eye contact, not being distracted.
Yeah,
is very
like
important.
that on your phone.
Mm-hmm. Or sometimes we try to have conversations with people when we're in the middle of doing other tasks, and that doesn't really work. Like when you're washing the dishes and you want to approach your significant other about a problem or an issue, it's probably not the best time. You know, you want to find the right moment.
When you're sleeping.
No, because who's really having their listening ears on when they're sleeping? Who does? I sure don't. So yeah, it's just a lot of different components that go into being a good listener, but it can be done.
It can be done, and that's what we're talking about today in our mini-sode number 22. So when you're having a conversation with somebody, you want to use I statements like we talked about in the previous mini-sode, mini-sode 21, in case you're not following in order. And you want to be looking out for some key points when your partner is talking to you. So say you're having a discussion about Thanksgiving, which a lot of people are making plans now. Who are you going to stay with? Are you going to stay with your family, his family, neither family? You're just going to book a trip to Hawaii? I don't know. But say that your partner is talking about you're really wanting to spend time with her family at Thanksgiving. And maybe all you hear is all of the plans that you're going to be asked to do, or maybe you're not listening to what she's saying, and interpreting it maybe in a negative way. So you want to listen to what she or he is thinking, what they're feeling, and what is needed of you. Maybe what is needed of you is to make the travel plans. And if all you're hearing about is the time that you're going to have to take off, then probably not going to have a very good solution-focused conversation at that point.
No.
Yeah. So again, the first step is really to listen to what sender is thinking, interpreting what they're feeling, and what is needed. And we'll get into how you can accurately interpret these things in a minute. But Maya's going to first talk about body language.
Yeah, body language is everything, guys. Body language. It's not just what you say, it's, what you're doing during communication. So it's very important to be mindful of your facial expressions, your posture. I would say anytime you're communicating with someone, you definitely want to make sure that you're face-to-face with the person that you're talking to, so that they know that you're talking to them and that they can see that you are actively listening to them because you are looking at them, you are present in the moment with them. So that's very important. Also, you kind of want to watch it with, arm placement. Because a lot of times, you ever notice the person that people can have demeanors that can come off as like the anger man. Just they might be angry even though they're not. You want to be mindful of arm placement, so folded arms. That is a surefire way to make the other person think that you are on edge. You might be angry at them, and you might not even look to be the person that is approachable. Yeah. So they might not even come to you with whatever's bothering them, and that can mean the breakdown of communication. Because if they're on the defense by something so simple as you folding your arms, you're not going to be able to have a clear, positive discussion with them. They're not going to want to come to you. You won't know what's going on. So be mindful of all that. Be mindful of your facial expressions. Sometimes, as Dr. Sylvester was saying, you can go off into space while you're talking to somebody. You'll be thinking about, did I turn the stove off while somebody's trying to communicate to you? Definitely your facial expression will probably mimic the fact that you are wandering off in space and not paying attention to what the sender is saying to you. So just be mindful of all these things. Think of how you are coming across a person that you are trying to actively listen to. Be mindful of what your posture, what your body is doing, okay? And also observe what their body is doing as well. Be mindful of their facial expressions. And sometimes that can kind of give you a cheat sheet on how, what their mood is and, how to approach them, in your response, too. Yeah, that's a different discussion for a different day. But yeah, body language. Be aware of it at all times. Because you might not even know what you're doing when you're doing it.
So then, how do you know what the sender is thinking and feeling? You're not clairvoyant, I don't think. If you are, that's very cool. I'd like to learn more about that. But anyway, paraphrasing and reflection of feelings is where you would go with that. So, again, partners talking about Thanksgiving, and instead of sort of having this sort of negative thinking about all the things that you're going to need to do, and maybe not want to do, you want to paraphrase. So you would say something like, so I hear you want to go to Thanksgiving. I hear you want to go to my parents for Thanksgiving. Is that correct? Or just kind of leave it open-ended and wait for the partner to say yes or no. So it's in a question form, and you're just looking for that validation. And so then you would be on the same page, and you wouldn't be jumping to conclusions, which could then lead to defensiveness or any of the relationship killers that we'll be talking about in Minisode 24. 23. So a lot of the confusion would be gone, because you'd accurately be paraphrasing what your partner is said, and then they could affirm or deny if you were correct, and then you can sort of be on the same page and then come up with a solution if needed, or at least an action plan. Okay, so I think that's it for this Minisode. The thing that we didn't mention in Minisode 21 is that we're having an anger management group.
Oh, yeah.
Starting October 16th. And this is the last one for 2018, so you definitely want to sign up as soon as possible. And it'll be an 8-week course, and that's basically it. So we'll leave the details in the comment section. So until next time, bye guys.
Bye.